Hey YouTube, it's the Little Rocker, also known as Andre, chilling with Buffy Xena-Man, also known as Chris, and we are here to give you a review of Wes Craven's underrated 1989 film, Shocker. It stars Michael Murphy as Lieutenant Donald Parker, Peter Berg as his son Jonathan Parker, Cammie Cooper as Jonathan Parker's girlfriend, and Mitch Pileggi as Horace Pinker, the killer of the piece. It's pretty much where Horace Pinker, played by Mitch Pileggi, is a serial killer who goes around killing families, and he's sentenced to die in the electric chair, which does happen, but then you see him jumping through body to body like in the movie The Hidden, and that's pretty much all there is to it, really, except for the ending. But you know, Peter Berg is one character, Jonathan Parker, who is the only one who's the only one able to stop him. I'll just say it like that. I thought this was a really, really fun movie, very underrated. Doesn't get talked about as much as it should, especially with the Blu-ray from Scream Factory that came out recently. I don't know why more people don't see this movie. It gets a 5.4 on IMDb, which is way too low in my opinion. And people say it's a Nightmare on Elm Street ripoff when it's not. I would say if you want valid points on why it's not a Nightmare on Elm Street ripoff, look up OTP Communications video that he did defending this movie. Because I'm with those guys. I am a hardcore fan of this movie. It's probably my favorite Wes Craven movie. I don't know what else I can say, so I'm going to turn it over to Chris, who saw it for the first time on Halloween.
Oh, yeah. I got 21% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, that's way too low.
Honestly, I liked it. It was a fun horror movie.
That's the thing. You don't get movies anymore that are fun.
Yeah, it was like a fun horror movie, and I don't see how you can compare Nightmare on Elm Street because, first of all, it's not the same thing. It
was the whole dream thing that was making it look like a Nightmare on Elm Street ripoff. At least that's what all the critics said.
Well, I didn't really see them as like they weren't exactly fighting through dreams. Anyhow.
Right.
They were fighting through electricity.
Yeah.
And they did go through like the TV screen.
That was cool. I love that ending. Chasing them through the TV shows.
Plus, the dream thing was like a minor plot to the whole damn thing. Anyhow.
And see, I don't understand why it gets called a Nightmare on Elm Street ripoff just because of the dream thing. I mean, when it's not, it's actually a pretty original idea in my book.
It was a decent horror movie and fun, and like I guess I like call Wes Craven snobs. It was like they don't realize he wrote it and directed it. He was not ripping off himself,
right?
But the snobs, like everyone that does dream things, like, oh, that's a rip off Nightmare on Elm Street,
right? That said, I'll leave a link to OCP's video defending this movie in the description, but like I said, we both really enjoyed the movie. I personally love it. One of Wes Craven's most underrated films in my book. Any closing thoughts?
I just love the fact that you watch these movies, horror movies, and they're back set in the 80s, early 90s.
I know, it's
you see the technology we grew up with.
It's like how dated is the technology then? I mean, there's these huge, like, console TVs that sit on the floor, which we used to have when we were kids.
The payphones.
The payphones, I mean, just the whole look of it is so 80s.
It's the funny thing, someone watching nowadays, like, why didn't he just use a cell phone and call the cops?
And then the TV shows they're going through, you'd think, I mean, kids today would probably look at it like, what is this?
Yeah. I just love the fact that we're so old watching this.
Or when they're running through the World War II part, you hear one of the soldiers go, "Who the hell's that guy?"
Oh yeah, that was a great fight.
That was just an awesome chase. Period.
Yeah.
The whole final act is just amazing.
Yeah.
But I think that's all we have to say about Shocker. We wanted to keep this kind of a short review. But once again, I'm the Little Rocker, also known as Andre, chilling with Buffy Xena-Man, also known as Chris. We're telling you to enjoy life, enjoy some Skittles, enjoy some Starburst, and what do you always say?
Eat the chicken.
There we go. We'll catch you all in the next review. Bye, guys.